What are his thoughts about you right now? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another love pick card reading. We're looking at his thoughts of you right now, his thoughts of you overall, his thoughts of you romantically, his thoughts that he probably wouldn't tell you, and thoughts of what he definitely would want to say to you. So we have 4 piles here. We choose a pile based on the number, the message, the crystal, the colors, the emoji that resonates with you. This is a timeless reading. The timestamps are below in the description. We have pile 1 with You Speak to Me Through Music with the Citrine. Pile 2 with I replay our conversations over and over with the Rubies. Pile 3 with I Want to Tell You How I Feel with the Rose Quartz. And pile 4 with So Many Things Remind Me of You with the orange calcite. I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support. It is my honor to serve the light in this way and to connect with so many wonderful, wonderful folks. There's this channel. I feel like we're one big family and that we should have met, just in our random life, randomly through connections and just walking our path somehow, some way already. But maybe if not in this lifetime, we have in past or will in the future. So thank you again so much, beautiful soul, and I hope you enjoy the reading. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the You Speak to Me Through Music card and the Citrine. We're looking at his thoughts of you right now. So let's look at his thoughts of you overall right now. Cupid's arrow. Oh, how cute. So you can see that they have faith and that they feel like love is about to happen. So this could be that they feel this with you, that they feel like, oh, wow, like this is someone special, like something big is going to happen here between the two of us. Or it could be that they knew that as when they first met you, or something happened recently that made them feel like this is going to, this is going to be a big deal. Like the two of you, something big is going to happen. They almost also feel this about you and not them, that, you're about to be hit and struck by love, like someone's about to come into your life and completely change it radically. So it could be seen as something positive between the two of you. Like, oh, they feel like, oh, when you're going to fall in love with this person and all these things are going to happen. They either feel that with you, or they feel like this could be a situation where you are in separation with this person and they fear that you're going to be struck by love by someone else. The way that I read is because there's so many different situations. Picking this pile, I'll read for all of them. All right. Vulnerability. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. So they feel like you're getting ready for like this love to enter your life in a really grand way. So if you're single right now, that's really good news, because it feels like they can sense it just because of the way that you're behaving outwardly. So they might see this on social media. They might just see this from directly you, that you're becoming a little bit more deeper. You're opening up more to people around you. You're not afraid to go into the things that you like, the things that you're being romantic to yourself, basically. And so they can sense that like you're opening up. And, people can sense, like exes, friends, people who are really, really close to you from the past, even if you haven't talked for years, or someone like, even people like in your energy, people you work with, people you live with, people, even people who are interested in you, they can pick up on the energy. People can pick up on other people's energy, even if they can't like interpret it always or interpret it correctly. That's intuition, right? Yeah, but they have a sense of like, okay, like something is open with this person. Their heart is open. So they're sensing that about you in whatever way that is. Okay, and so their thoughts about you romantically. What are his thoughts about you romantically? Magician, yeah, about some magic is about to happen. And give it time. Everything is in divine timing. Let things flow. So it's this kind of feeling that like something is about to happen, you know? Something is about to happen miraculously and magically for you in terms of love. And I feel like for most people, it is between you and this person. And they feel like it's just the beginning. It's just like the first initial excitement. If this is something that's coming back or further along, it's kind of like that excitement coming back. But for most of you, I feel like this is just like the first sight of love, you know, when you get the inkling like, oh, this person, I feel like I like this person, I feel like they like me, oh, this is going somewhere, this is gonna be something, you know, just like the first little inklings of that excitement. Like, okay, we're gonna have to talk for a little bit, get to know each other. It's like, I feel like it's like just met, like you just met this person, or you're just about to meet this person, or they just met you, or they just found out about you, just saw your image, your picture, or saw you in person, heard about you for the first time, or talked to you for the first time. It's kind of one of those initial feelings, or maybe your first few conversations, something like that. All right, so what are his thoughts about you that he probably wouldn't tell you right off the bat or right now? The Moon card, okay. He's very, like, he's an open book emotionally. He's someone who would tell you how he feels, like, immediately. Yeah, with the Moon card coming out in reverse, I feel like he's a very, very open person too, or he would be. He feels comfortable being open with you emotionally. But obviously, like, that's not something, like, you don't see a bunch of guys, like, going out and being like, hey, I'm emotionally available. You know, like, I can have deep emotional conversations. I'm emotionally mature. Like, that's not something you hear guys telling, you know, their potential love interests. It's not something that they feel like is going to, like, get the girls, you know, get someone who's interested in them on their side. Like, it's not something that you say, it's something that you just emit. You know, you just have this energy emitting off of you that, like, you know, you're very emotionally mature, you're easy to talk to, you know how to handle difficult situations, you're someone who doesn't need to be asked to share their feelings at appropriate times. It's like, you know, this person has it together, but it's not something they would just, like, outwardly say. Like, they would would tell you like, without being prompted, you know? And I understand why. Keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. With the Moon card coming out in reverse with that, I feel like they're an open book. Like, whatever you want to know, they are not ashamed to tell you. They might be a little embarrassed, or they might not be particularly proud, or they might feel slightly uncomfortable telling you some of these things about their past or their dating track record, or, you know, if they were dating other people at the time that you two met or something like that. But they would tell you. I'm not getting it that's for everyone. I feel like for most of you, like, they'd be proud of their dating track record or how they handled things in the recent past in terms of their dating situations. But they wouldn't act, I'm getting they would definitely tell you, but they're not going to tell you that straight up. So I feel like this is, like, right before the first date or right after the first date, this kind of energy, or, like, right when you first start talking or something like that, or talking again, or if this is about you two kind of moving into the next level of your connection. I feel like that's the energy. It's like right at the beginning, at the start of something new between the two of you. And they are like an open book. I keep getting that. And they wouldn't be shy to tell you anything you wanted to know, but they're not going to tell you that because then they're afraid that you would ask them everything, you know? So that's something that they wouldn't tell you. But yeah, it's nothing bad I'm getting. Like, they'd be honest with you. They would tell you their feelings. They're an open book, but I feel like they don't want to tell you that right now because they don't want you to take advantage of that and get all this, like, you know, like third, fourth, fifth date, or like, you know, after dating someone for a month or two, kind of information out there immediately, you know? Yeah, because I feel like this is kind of like past, like this keys on a ring. Like, I feel like they're talking about like their recent dating history and also their past dating history overall. Yeah, there's someone who's very, very open. They wouldn't, like, if you ask them, they would answer you, and they're not purposely trying to hide anything from you. They're just like, they're an open book. They're honest with their, like, people that they're interested in. But, like, why would they say that right at the beginning, you know? All right, so let's see what his thoughts of what he would actually say to you. What does he think that he would tell you now, or would want to tell you now about you? Ace of Waves, Ace of Wands, a ripple of energy. He knows. He's like, this is the beginning of something that's going to be a big deal in both of our lives. He knows it. He can feel it. He's not shy about saying that. Like, if you two were to talk again or meet up next or whatever, or meet for the first time, whatever the situation is, or yeah, the next communication you have or next time you hang out, they have no qualms about telling you that they see something big starting from now. It might take a minute. It may take a while to get there, but they feel like this is something that can be long lasting. And then Dark Side of the Moon, mystery. And it came out in reverse, so I feel like there's like no mystery here. So again, they're a very open book, and they have no apprehension about telling you, like, yeah, I feel like this could be something. This has the potential to be something. You know, it's not there yet. They're not giving you a guarantee. They're not putting the ring on it today. But they're letting you know that, like, yeah, I definitely feel something here. Again, they're so open with their emotions. They're not worried about opening up about their emotions. I'm going to add a little bonus question here, a message from your guides to you at this time. Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's a lot of things happening in your life right now, a lot of changes, a lot of quick, swift movements. You're getting a lot of communication from people reaching out to you, new people, old people. There's a lot of changes happening in your life right now. It seems very positive, and there's a chance of new love coming in. Cupid's arrow. Oh, the Eight of Wands is actually Cupid's arrow card, which is cute that you got a confirmation there. So I feel like you're going to be struck by love soon. And distance, separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So I do feel like there's a message from my guides saying something about like how there was like why there was such a significant time where I felt like nothing was happening, and why so much is happening for you now, and how it might be a good idea to kind of take everything one step at a time, because I feel like it's not just a lot of things happening for you in love, but a lot of things happening for you in a lot of areas of your life right now. So it's like kind of like it'll help the relationship, it'll help your work situation, your money situation, your health situation, your living situation, like whatever is going on with a lot of changes, if you take everything in stride. All right, beautiful Padawan. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2. With the I replay our conversations over and over card and the Rubies crystals, we're looking at his thoughts of you right now. So let's look at his overall thoughts of you right now. Karmic relationship. In reverse. Okay, resentments, trigger, perceptions, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. And because the karmic relationship came out in reverse, I'm getting that specifically him, he's finishing, he's like not thinking about his karmic anymore. So I don't know if that's something that you are wondering about or curious about. But this is his thoughts. So like, I feel like he would want to like tell you that he's not entertaining karmic relationships anymore, or he's not intertwined with a karmic relationship right now, or an ex, or he's like, if he had to do some inner work in regards to a karmic situation, he's like over that. It doesn't have to be a person or a romantic ex. It could be something that was taking away his focus on romantic relationships or from you. And he also feels like you've moved away from your ex or your karmic situations. Okay, so the way that I read, there's a lot of different kinds of situations, picking this specific pile, and I'll read for all of them. And it'll be more and more specific as we go along. Okay, time and tide. Oceanic spells and ritual. So I'm getting like time and time again. I feel like this is them like saying like, I put in the time after a breakup or after a difficult situation to make sure that I'm healed. And I'm getting this energy that like they understand this about you too, that you are someone who puts in a lot of time in between relationships or even jobs or whatever big life changes you have, to actually kind of like come to terms with it, to understand it, to learn the lessons, what you liked, what you did, what you didn't like, what happened, what you want to change, that kind of stuff, the introspective work kind of. So they're acknowledging that they have done that, but they also acknowledge that you are someone who does that. So when they're thinking about like, oh yeah, I'm wrapping up this kind of stuff, because like this is their thoughts of you right now, right? Overall, I'm getting both energies. So like he's thinking about how he's doing this or has done this, and he's also thinking about how you're the kind of person who would do this, or how he's seen you do this before, or how you've completed something like this in your life as well. Interesting. Okay. So, food for thought, good things to know. What are his thoughts about you right now romantically? His romantic thoughts about you right now. Knight of Swords. He wants to talk to you. He gets a lot of energy of that. He wants to talk to you. Whether he follows through on that or not, he does feel it a lot right now. He does feel like he wants to reach out all the time, text you, message you all the time. He has ideas for wanting to hang out, or ideas of what he wants to talk about. But it's like sometimes fleeting. So sometimes he might actually follow through with it, but sometimes he's thinking about it more than he actually takes action on it. Oh, commitment. How cute. Things are getting serious. Oh, okay, pile 2. So I feel like, and for those of you who are single out there, this could be someone coming in who right away, immediately knows that they want to commit to you, but they, are going back and forth about how they should do it, they should bring it up. Maybe they're trying to like get the ball moving by like talking to you a lot initially, trying to, get your attention at any time that they can, get to know you any chance that they get. But I do feel like for some of you, this is someone who is at a distance. You might have little to no communication. There might have been separation. And they want to come in and ask you if you're in a relationship, or they want to kind of tell you that they want a commitment from you, but they're like, it's been a minute. Is it kind of weird just saying this out of nowhere? For others of you, it seems like they waited long enough for this old energy to for you to kind of move past this old energy. Maybe they were waiting for you to kind of, you know, maybe you went through a breakup and they kind of waited like the appropriate amount of time, whatever that means. Or they felt like they waited the appropriate amount of time after their breakup. But they're coming in like hot and heavy, like they know what they want from you. And they're kind of going back and forth about like how they should do it, if they should say it right away, if they should, you know, take their time. It's kind of like that excitement energy where it's just like you want to like take all the actions, but you have to, you know, you have to play the game. Like that could freak people out, that you have to like keep restrain yourself, keep yourself like held back a little bit. You don't want to seem too crazy, too anxious, too desperate. But they're not seeing it that way. They're like, would I come off desperate? Or would I come off like too eager? Or would I come off like romantic? Or am I speaking from the heart? Should I just do this? So there's a lot of like that kind of like flurry of energy going on with that within them, especially with this Knight of Swords in reverse. But I do feel they have really, really strong, good, strong energies about you romantically. They do want something serious, or they're hoping for something serious, or they're hoping that you're even available, or that you would want the same thing. When's the right time to bring this up, kind of thing? What can they say that would lead to that potential timeline in the future? Yeah, a lot of good things. All right, so what are some of his thoughts about you that he wouldn't necessarily tell you at this time? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm getting he's like shocked by timing. I'm getting that that's going to be different for each individual situation, each person that watches this pile. But I do feel like he is shocked by timing, and so he doesn't know if he should like lay into it and like go with it, or if he should like, if he's like, I'm confused about timing. But I do feel like something happened between the two of you, a connection, maybe a fortuitous meeting, something happening by happenstance, like just pure luck, you know, you two kind of reconnecting, or you two kind of finding each other at this right time, or finding each other again at this right time. A chance meeting, yeah, something like divine timing related happened, and he's kind of shocked by that, and he doesn't know if he should take that as a sign to kind of facilitate things faster, sooner rather than later, or if he's kind of like still kind of taking things in and doesn't want to freak you out, and if he should wait on things. So and he's also like freaked out about timing, because like, first of all, that situation that happened between the two of you, that was kind of like, whoa, or how that happened out of nowhere. But also freaking out kind of energy, because you see this Nine of Swords in reverse about like, is this a sign? Should I do something? Should I do something now? Should I do something later? Like, he's really like unsure about like how to move forward in terms of timing situation. Yeah. He's unsure about timing situation in regards to moving forward. Yeah. Passion. Oh, okay. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Yeah, he just feels like, especially because I kept getting like this karmic relationship energy. It was like both ways. It was like on both sides, his side and your side. So I definitely feel like he feels it. Like, he knows that you're interested. He feels like there's something mirroring here, where both of you are kind of in a similar place in your life, or handle relationship issues or baggage like similarly, are relationship mature in the same way. Yeah. And with this passion and commitment card, like you, when you know, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so he doesn't want to say that. Yeah, because he's deathly scared of some sort of timing issue he's having. But like, he wants to follow his heart, but he's like, when is the right time to do this? When's the right time to say that? When's the right time Like, should I take the time to kind of get to know them better, or spend more time with them, or should I just say this right off the bat? Like, he's having serious timing issues. He's freaking out, you know. Feeling sympathy here. All right. So his thoughts of what he would say. So what is he thinking he would say if he was in front of you right now? Like, what is he okay saying to you about what he's thinking? Three of Snow, which is Three of Swords, locked in ice. Icebox, I'm hearing. So his like heart is locked in ice. Needs to be thawed, I'm hearing. Okay. And Yang Moon, strength, just a masculine energy. Action-oriented energy. So he is someone who has a lot of strength when it comes to love. He's also very emotionally mature. But the thing is, like, there's something that's like freaking him out at this time, and he doesn't know what it is. He's like, my heart is frozen, time is frozen, like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know when you're kind of like shocked, when you have like a shocking situation and you kind of freeze up? Like, he feels like that. And he's like, I'm not like this. Like, you know, like, I'm the kind of person who's like, I will, even if it's scary, like, I will step up in love. But I feel like he's like deathly afraid of making the wrong move, or the wrong timing, or saying the wrong things, or not taking enough time to do something with you. He's like, I've never felt this way. Never felt this way when approaching like a relationship situation with someone I really, really like. If this is someone coming back, it's like, it never felt like this before. Like, I wasn't even freaked out this much before. I think because it's more on the line here. And he doesn't want, he doesn't want to feel like if he makes a wrong move, this is all over, because this is so important to him. I'm getting like, this is scarier than like proposing to someone. Because if this doesn't go right, like, everything could fail. I don't think it would. With the amount of love here and how complementary your two energies are. I'm getting, you know how like when you know something big is happening and like that fear crops up, like where everything could just potentially go away. I'm getting that's his energy right now. It's just kind of like, he knows everything will be fine, and like, you know, he can't really mess up if he put his, you know, heart into it, and he has like the best intentions, and you know, he really likes you, and there's a lot of love there. He knows he can't really mess up, like the universe wouldn't have like stand for that, but he's still freaking out anyway. And that's why I'm like, he's like confused. He's like, I don't get it. I don't know why I'm freezing up, why I'm becoming so anxious and stressed out about this. Like, I know like, it'll be fine. Like, I know we're meant to be together. You know, I'm not afraid of even making mistakes. I'm not even afraid of like stepping up. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's a past life thing. You died. Oh my God. Sorry, that's only for some of you. That I was just shocked by that information. Wow. Okay, it's a past life fear. That's why. It's like irrational a little bit. Because like it would, you know, seeing someone in the situation, you'd be like, oh, that's normal. Like, you know, that happens when you like someone that much. It's like a really big deal. Like that's like the love of your life. And, you know, you're taking this step with them. But this is they're even like, no, I know what I'm like. Like, I would definitely have some of these like freak out, worried, stress out moments anyway, but I'm not like this. This is something else. This is something different. Like, it is irrational, like full on fear. And they're hiding it well. They're being like nonchalant. They're acting as normal as they could be, and it's like just a normal amount of worry and fear that they might present to you or people around them, their friends and whoever is around them. But like, in the inside, they're freaking the F out. That's why it's a past life thing. Okay. If you if it's not weird for you to tell them about that, like it could probably help them. Even if you look up like how to get through that irrational fear, sometimes it's just acknowledgement. Oh yeah, like in a past life, this might have happened where you two were in love and then something happened and then one of you died. So that kind of fear or something like that. Because yeah, I do. It is past life stuff. It's gonna be different for different people, but for most of you, it's like that kind of scenario where one of you died, and it's like, oh no, like it was like it was unexpected kind of thing, and they kind of blame themselves, like nitpicked everything, like I could have done this, I could have done that. Yeah, it's not even like someone else like took you away from them. It's just kind of like it could have been, but like it's like you died. It's like that's like the worst. Like they rather have you be with someone and be happy than like have died. Yeah, it's like they really loved you and they lost you. Yeah, if you look up stuff like on YouTube or TikTok or wherever about that kind of stuff, like how to deal with that kind of past life trauma, you know, you can get a session or, you know, like a hypnosis session or do some energy work with an energy practitioner, or you can do it on your own if you research like what you can do, or just like sitting with yourself and asking your own guides how to, in your higher self, like how to work through that for yourself. Or if you want to, if it's like not weird to like tell them that. Sometimes like if you're disconnected, like you bringing the energy of like healing some energy like that within you, like doing some energy work, past life energy work where you heal something where you like lost a loved one or something, could help them just by having that in your energy, and having them in your energy will help them in that way in a little bit. All right, if you want to, like these are just throwing out solutions out there. Pick what resonates, make your own version of it. All right, so a bonus question here, a message from your guidance to you at this time, beautiful pile 2. 5 of Pentacles. I feel like it's been a bit difficult because I do feel like you had to kind of wrap up a lot of karmic situations, and I'm getting in. It wasn't all just love situations. It was maybe other types of relationships too, and also other situations in your life that weren't serving you. It could be living situation, work situation, whatever it was. You've been kind of dealing with that for a little bit, or recently, yeah. And your guidance is saying like, we're here, we're hugging you, we've been with you every step of the way. Don't worry, we love you. You're doing great, you're doing amazing, and you know, there isn't much left of this energy. So I feel like that's like a general message, but in terms of love or this person, open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. Yeah, see, I picked up on that. Like I got that it wasn't just like, you weren't just like wrapping up like energies with exes or karmic situations of just romantic energy, but also like maybe friendships or family relationships as well, like relationships that had a lot of love, that you held in high regards at one point in your life. I feel like you might have done a lot of clearing of that recently, and you know, just because you clear that energy once doesn't mean, if it's a big energy in your life, you do it multiple times in multiple cycles. Usually they're bigger cycles, so you might do it once a year. If it's something recent that happened, you know, once every season or something, if it's a recent breakup. Yeah, but if it's like a long-term friend, it might be every year. If it's a family member, you know, it might be a couple times a year, several times a year, you know, depending on how much you do. You might start off several times a year. You might like, you know, it might ease off to like a couple times a year if it's like someone like a family member who's going to be in your life forever and you're going to do clearing on that energy like more often than not, especially if it's not a healthy connection. But yeah, I do get like, see, you got friendships and love. So I feel like you've done a lot of clearing with people, and that's why Spirit's like acknowledging, like, you've been through it, my darling, my girl, my love. We're here for you. You're almost, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so worth it, and you're wrapping that energy up. All right, so pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did resonate with it or liked it, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. With that, I want to tell you how I feel card and the rose quartz crystal. We're looking at his thoughts of you right now. So what are his thoughts of you overall right now? Camera. Reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. I feel like they want to make like a special moment, like a moment that you'll remember. They want to be able to tell you something or show you something in a way that like is memorable. Or they want to they want to do something like meaningful. So like this could be like if they are telling you that they love you for the first time, they want to like make like a slideshow of all the cute moments that you had together, or like make you something with their own hands or something creative. They want to make like a really nice date or have a really nice trip. I really feel like they want to make this like the picture perfect moment I'm getting, but a moment that you'll remember, that you'll look back at and remember all the little details and have a pleasant time remembering all the pleasant details. And they really want to make it special. They want to make, have it like a surprise after a surprise after a surprise kind of moment, like little surprises, little details, things like that. Really soaking in the moment. I'm getting this image of like you kind of like, maybe they have like this room or this like table set up, and like you're looking at all the little things that they put on the table to decorate it or to get it ready, all the candles and all the little glittery things or whatever. Like I'm getting that they are very, like you're trying to like soak it all in because it's such a beautiful moment. You don't want to forget any piece of this. I'm getting like the camera of your eyes, like the camera of your mind, more than like actual like pictures. Like he might have some pictures up from like moments that you had together, or a picture of you two or something like that. Maybe he might offer to do like a photo shoot, like he might pay for like a photo shoot for the two of you, because it's like, I really enjoying our time together. I would love to, do a photo shoot to like just have like nice couple pictures around. Oh, that's really sweet. All right, so what are his thoughts of you overall right now? Contromancy. Seashell divination, wisdom of shells, basically just like fortune telling, or like, whatever medium you use to kind of connect to your intuition, tarot, or astrology, reading. I read smoke or fire sometimes to read a client's energy before doing a reading. You can read, smoke. You can read, this is a person who reads asparagus. If you're in the spiritual, like, rabbit holes, like, you definitely heard about that woman who reads asparagus. Like, there's people who, there's radiology or something. Like, I forget what the term is, but, like, it's, like, reading people's eyes. I know for, like, readers who can read people's faces very accurately. There's like people who can tell your personality, or your kind of traits based on your handwriting. The list is endless, right? Like how you read is how you read, or what you resonate with people you go for a reading with. Like that's what you resonate with, right? Interesting. They might even suggest doing something like that with you. Like getting a tarot reading together, or going to see like an astrologer together, or like maybe they want to move somewhere with you, an astral cartographer, or maybe they want to figure out a wedding date and they want to go to an astrologer for that. my background is Indian, and we all do that. Like for wedding dates, like you have to go to the astrologer for a wedding date. Like people don't get married until they get the okay from the astrologer. So yeah. What else? Oh, they want to keep like a kind of like a journal, like a scrapbook kind of. I'm getting like something where like a prediction of like what you want, or like a vision of what you want, and then like a picture when when it comes to pass. Like for example, like if you're dreaming of having like a child, you know, like, oh yeah, like I always wanted a nursery with this like really like green kind of color. Like I always wanted that specific color for the nursery or something like that. And they take the picture of like you know, the date that you two had when you talked about this, or the movie night or whatever when you talked about this, and put in the scrapbook. And like the second half of the scrapbook is like the nursery that you have pictured. It's like, you know, the date and everything. It's really cute. Sorry if you hear grumbling. I'm cutting out sugar from my diet again. All right, so yeah, the thoughts of you overall. Like I feel like they want to do cute things like that, you know? Like have different anniversaries of different things, have like your own anniversaries, like every year at this time you go to this specific restaurant. It's like, you know, a little whiles away, but it's like you make it a trip. It's like an annual thing. It's like your own specific unique holidays. It's really cute. They want these things with you. They want these like traditions with you. They want these, yeah, they want to tie themselves to you in so many different ways. They like the idea of having so many like different routines and anniversaries, or specific unique hobbies that you two do together, or, you know, different ways that you like to have adventures, keep things fun and interesting for the two of you. They like that idea. That is so cute. They definitely want to tell you how they feel, but like in like a really deep and meaningful way. It's precious. Wow. And they really definitely feel a lot for you. All right, so what are his thoughts about you romantically? What is his thoughts of you in a romantic sense? Work. They want to put in the work. Okay. Vacation. You will be traveling soon. Okay. So I want to be surprised if like they're planning a trip, or they want to just make a special date with you just to talk about where to go on this trip. This person is like, they're going all out, you know? And I don't think that's for everyone, but I think for some people, like they, you know, really appreciate that. It just started snowing. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I definitely feel like they want to make every moment special as much as they can. This is a really good partner to have, yeah. And it's not for everyone, but if this is the kind of love and relationship that you would like, this pile is for you. And they're all for it. And they want to start. They want to start yesterday. They already did start. If this is someone you're already in a relationship with, like, you know that they're this kind of person. If you're single, this is the kind of person coming in. If that piques your interest. If this is someone you're just dating, or someone you're just talking to casually, like this is the kind of relationship that they want. This is the kind of relationship that they believe that you deserve, or that you want as well. And they're like, if I'm going to be with you, I want to be with you. Like, I want to do the things, you know? They love quality time. That is definitely a love language. Quality time. All right, so what are his thoughts about you that he probably wouldn't want to tell you, at least not right now? What are his thoughts that he's having right now about you that he might not want to say? The Strength card. Okay, so he's struggling a little bit, I'm hearing. I'm struggling a little bit with something. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Wanting to date. That's so cute. So I feel like you two are kind of at a stage where he's trying to like not show his hand too much, and he's trying to exude confidence, and he's not lying or anything. I'm just saying, I'm just getting like, you know, he's like really nervous. I'm getting palms are sweaty. I feel like, yeah, I feel like he does want to say something to you that is gonna really reveal his hand, you know, really show his true feelings. And he's nervous AF. Like, he is definitely, like practicing in the mirror, you know, when he's in the bathroom or something, or, you know, like maybe even journaling about it, you know, getting it out on paper first. You know, I'm seeing him like talk to himself while he's like in the car driving, like what he would say to you or something. Yeah, I'm getting he's really good with things like planning dates or getting gifts and stuff like that. He's really good at that. But he's more worried about like what he's going to say and how he's going to say it. And he's like has to feign confidence because you can't say that kind of stuff without it, you know? So it's like, it's not fake it till you make it. It's like, you know, pull yourself up by your roots. Like, you know, like this is something that takes a lot of courage and strength and bravery to do. And he has a lot of that. But still, it's like, you know, you can be the most confident person in the world and still you'll struggle with telling the person you love that you love them, or like telling them how they actually feel about you. Because I'm not getting like, it's not just like I like you or I love you or something like that. It's like, this is the kind of life I want with you. This is what I want to do with you every day. This is what I want for our future. This is the kind of life I want for us. This is how much energy and effort I'm willing to put in for this connection. And it's not like I'm willing to put into this. This is how much I want to put in to this connection. This is what I'm like normally. This is how I express my romantic feelings. Like this isn't like I have to put in the effort. This is like the effort I want to put in because I enjoy it and I like it and I want to do it with someone that I know that I feel this way about. And I know I feel this way about you because I want to do these things for you, you know, or with you. Wow. You got a very meaningful, loving speech coming to you, pile 3. So, you know, heads up. Get your hair done, or like, you know, wear your nice outfits the next several times you see them. All right. So what are his thoughts that he would want to tell you? Oh, interesting. Why wouldn't he want to tell you this? Oh, not yet. He's practicing until he's got it down and he has like it set up perfectly. He wants it to be perfect, picture perfect. I'm getting, okay, yeah. So that's why he's not wanting to tell you. That's why if you see something like kind of like, you know, moving around in his seat, like maybe kind of like looking at you, you know, like he wants to say something, but then not saying it, or like just smiling at you, you know, things like that. Like that's why. All right. So his thoughts of what he would want to say. You know, he's like, okay, I can't say this until I'm ready, but like, what is something he is thinking about you that he wouldn't mind telling you? High Priestess, the gift. Okay, I'm getting a couple things. So first of all, like it never ceases to amaze him how heightened your intuition is, how you kind of can pick up on things. Yeah, you have a heightened sense of intuition. And then also how this feels like destiny, how this feels like soulmates, how this feels like divine counterparts, like that you two are meant to be together. How right it feels. Yeah, so I'm getting like he doesn't mind telling you about like he doesn't mind saying that I like you, I love you, and like he I feel like he's somewhat of a romantic, maybe like a modern form of a romantic, and he like doesn't mind expressing his feelings to you here and there, or complimenting you, or I'm getting acknowledging what works for the relationship. He says it all the time, like, oh yeah, you know what's so cool, like how, you know, your work schedule works with my work schedule, or like, you know, that we both had this kind of situation in our past, like, so we can understand each other now, or how we both like this kind of food. Like, he's always looking for like how you two work so well together and complimenting that. But this is what he wants to do is much more meaningful. What he wants to propose to you is like his love, his undying love. And that's like a different kind of expressing his feelings, if you know what I mean. All right. Do nothing, the void moon. Okay. He really wants to be like a man in this relationship. He really wants to be like the one who has everything covered, even on the emotional front. He wants you to be able to like not even lift a finger. He doesn't want you to like stress and worry about the relationship. He always wants to be on point. Like, he always wants to be ahead of any situation. He wants to like that's another reason why he wants to kind of like form these like routines with you, because then he knows like how to make you happy. Like, for example, like you have, I don't know, breakfast day, and you go to like, I don't know, 5 different diners and get like 5 different breakfasts and like eat it, you know, while watching, I don't know, your favorite movies or something in the morning. I don't know, something, whatever. Like, he knows like in a year from now when you have like your breakfast anniversary, that, like, if you were kind of like upset like the week before or something like that, like, he knows what he can do to like make you feel better. He'll be like, you know, like, you know what, I just heard this new breakfast place, you know, opening up, and guess what they have? Your favorite, like, you know, kind of thing. Like, so he wants to, because like as a masculine energy, you know, he wants to be able to kind of keep up the emotional aspects of this relationship. He doesn't want that to always fall on you. And so he's kind of like mentioning that, like, he wants to make sure that you never have to stress about even like the emotional upkeep of the relationship. That doesn't have to be on just you, just because you're so intuitive. Wow. This is a deep person here, pile 3. All right. And extra bonus question for you, beautiful pile 3. And that is a message from your guidance to you at this time. The Magician in reverse. Something big is manifesting for you right now, pile 3. It could be what your person is planning, pile 3, but it could be anything in life. So sometimes that happens, like big moments coincide with other big moments in your life. So if you've been working on your energies for a very long time, it seems like nothing big has manifested yet. You might see multiple big things manifest in your life at once. I am getting that kind of energy. I do feel like it's something else. It could be this too. This could be your big thing that's manifesting, but I feel like it's something else too. At least one other thing I feel like is a good positive manifestation that's happening like right around now. Okay. And in regards to this connection, love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. There's definitely something being mirrored here, because like he's like thinking like, picture perfect, picture perfect. Like, everything has to be perfect, right? And your guidance message to you is saying, you know, work with the flaws, accept others as they are. It might be their flaw that like everything, like they may be a perfectionist, they might be a control freak, or, you know, that they're that kind of person who's like, you know, high anxiety or like high maintenance or something. But like, I feel like you're accepting their flaw while they accept yours or something. Like, you accepting your flaws is like accepting theirs. Maybe you're also very highly anxious, perfectionist or something like that. Control freak, and that's why the two of you work so well together. Or it could be the opposite. One person could be one way and the other person could be the other. Maybe he's trying so hard to be perfect because he's usually not that way, but he wants to be that way for you because you are, or something like that. But there's something being mirrored here. Yeah, and with like the perfect thing, I'm getting, yeah, it really, with the sun coming out now, like, I think I'm getting, because like there's big manifestations happening in your life. It's kind of like, not everything's gonna go perfect, and like when they do, you can appreciate that, but when they don't, you can just like be like, you can look back and be like, what is the bigger thing happening here? Oh my goodness, they're telling me their feelings, or oh my goodness, this big thing is manifesting. Like, who cares how it happened? Or, you can laugh at it later, but it's kind of just like, the main thing is that like he's expressing his feelings, or that you're planning the wedding, or, you're manifesting this job or this money, and like, yeah, it might not be the best timing to get this new, position for your job in your career at the same time that you're like about to start getting, wedding preparations ready. But it's like, like, that's life, right? That kind of stuff happens. So Spirit's like, if you can just laugh at it and just be like, and look at like how awesome the really big things in your life are happening, and like don't sweat the small stuff. Like that's what matters. I feel like these things do happen perfectly though, but I think it's like your last bit of inner work in regards to like, what if things fail, fear if things don't go the way that you wanted it to, like that kind of stuff, like kind of wrapping up. So you probably are wrapping up a huge cycle of like being a control freak or perfectionist, and like going with the flow more, and the results of that hard work is manifesting a picture perfect moment and something else that manifests in your life in a big way perfectly. But it's kind of like you had to let go of the perfection and control, and trust the universe and have faith and believe in divine timing in order to get those things. It's funny how that works sometimes. All right, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. With So Many Things Remind Me of You card and the orange calcite, we're looking at his thoughts of you right now. So let's start with his thoughts of you overall right now. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Okay, so there's some work being done. I'm getting this energy from you. So he's perceiving that you're working on repairing something. I'm getting a relationship with him, but it could also be working on yourself. Yeah, so the way that I read is when I first start off a pile, there's a bunch of different people with different situations picking the same pile. So I'll read for all the energies I'm picking up on now. So you'll know if this is your pile, and you'll get more information and more specific as we go on. But I am getting, so he's thinking that like you're trying to work on this connection. You're trying to fix something or rebuild something, or that you're rebuilding yourself, your relationship with yourself, or rebuilding something in your life. Some major aspect. It could be career, could be relationships with others. But yeah, there's something where like you're working on something. Like he's getting the feeling that you're working on something, whatever that is. Okay. And visions. Psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. All right. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I'm stopping sugar again, and I chugged a bunch of tea to see if it would help, and it didn't. It made it worse. Okay, so I definitely feel like I'm getting you're working on your dreams, and he can see it. So this person is energetically attached to you enough, strongly enough, that like he can see things from wherever he is. If he's at a distance, or even if you guys don't talk, little to no communication, or in between the times that you talk, like he can clearly see what's going on with you in your life without even having to talk to you in the physical. Wow. He can see that you're working on something big, something that like is a big vision of yours. And he can see you kind of like, he gets the energies, he gets the signs, he gets the synchronicities. Yeah. It's funny, instead of this card for pile 4, I was going to pick like, I see so many signs about you. Yeah, but so many things remind me of you. Like, so he is getting a lot of signs from you, from your energy. Like he'll intuitively pick it up. Like even if he's at a store and he sees your name, or he sees like something that reminds him of you, a coffee cup, a tea mug, or whatever. A color that reminds him of you, something that you like, your favorite dish, or a memory that he has. And so he'll get connected to you, and then he'll get connected to like the energy that you're in. So it's like, you know, if this person doesn't do tarot, like, you'd get like the 8 of Pentacles after thinking about you, but he's getting like, I got like, he'll get like, he'll see your name or see someone that looks like you, or things like they dress like you or something like that. And then like if he's like walking down the street downtown or something, and then he'll see like a bunch of people like working on the street, like jackhammer and stuff like that. And so he'll like put the 2 and 2 together. It's like, you might think it's odd depending on if your person is very intuitive or not. But he's like working really hard. Yeah, I guess songs and stuff, but I'm getting more physical signs, more like in your face kind of signs. Like he can't ignore it. Some of it, it's like dreams, so he'll straight up get like you'll appear and like you'll tell him like, oh, I'm working on this, or this is what's happening in my life, or it'll be a metaphor, but it'll be like such an obvious metaphor, you know. Like you're in a cocoon and you're coming out of butterflies. Like, oh, you're working on self. You're working on transformation. Yeah. Or like I'm getting this image of like you're working at like a animal shelter, or like not even an animal shelter, like a Steve Irwin kind of type, like an animal center, like where you take care of the animals, exotic, bigger animals. And you work with them, or you like show people them, or something. Like working with a lot of big exotic animals, like someone who actually directly works with like animals, animal handler. And like pile 4 isn't an animal handler. Like that's so crazy that I had a dream about them like that. But it's like actually that like you're working with a lot of like spirit animal meanings and motifs at this time, doing your inner work or something. So like, I don't know. Like they have to be really intuitive or really in tune with themselves to get that message. But like, you know, things like that will happen. But they see you like in that animal center, like working. It's like, oh, I have to work a lot today. Sorry. Like, can we hang out after? Or like, hey, you want to talk later or something? And so like they see you like working a lot. It's like they don't work in that situation, but like, you know, if you know, you know. All right. Okay. So what are his thoughts about you right now and romantically? What are his romantic thoughts of you right now? Wow, victory, success. You're doing it publicly. Okay, because I'm seeing that like, he's seeing a lot of you get like you working really hard, like personally, like having individual success, but this is public success. So what does that mean? Guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. That's him. Oh, that's so cute. He wants you to do well. I think he wishes you well. Like when he gets these signs of you, like he thinks of you. He's like, oh, I hope Pile 4 is doing well. You know, like I hope that is what they're working on. Like I hope that, you know, I wish him luck in that project, or, you know, I wonder what they're up to right now. Hope they're well. Things like that. He connects to your energy. Yeah. Wow. Sometimes most of the times and unintentionally, but sometimes he's just kind of curious. Like he'll get a reminder of you and then he's like, oh, I wonder what they're up to. And then just saying that question out loud, or just thinking of that question out loud, their energy, their spirit, their soul, their body automatically tries to get the answer. So that's what's happening. And so that's why they'll get such like big in their face physical signs, synchronicities, like right after they see your name or something that reminds them of you. of like what you're up to, or if you're thinking about them, because like after like the two of you connect energetically in a conscious way for him, he follows it up with a question sometimes, and then he'll get the answer in a very big way immediately after. Because it's almost like, oh yeah, pile 4. Like, I wonder what they're up to. And then 2 seconds later, they walk by that, like, a person jackhammering the street or something, you know? Like, it's like that. That immediate. They wouldn't even mind, like, giving you support and telling you that they're on your side online or in person. I feel like this person's cheering you on, whether you know it or not. If you ever like call on them for support, or if you see them on social media or in person in passing, I feel like they definitely would give their sincere regards. Like, they would definitely tell you that they're rooting for you and they believe in you. Interesting. Okay. We didn't get too much about romantic love and the physical right now. Let's see if that changes in the next couple of prompts. Okay, what are his thoughts about you that he probably wouldn't tell you at this time? What are some thoughts he's having about you right now that he wouldn't say to you? The Sun card. Ultimate positivity. I'm getting he's hardwired to think of you in a positive way. Like, he can't help but smile when he thinks of you. Oh, okay. And self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't tell you how positively he thinks about you and how often he thinks about you and how he's delighted every time he does, because he knows what that means. Like, he knows what that means for you. Like, he doesn't want you to hinder your progress. He doesn't want you to stop doing what you're doing. And at the same time, he's also focusing on his inner work as well. So that's probably why the two of you are connecting energetically so well, is because you're kind of using each other. Like, you're probably each other's like a spirit guide on the other side. In fact, your higher selves might be each other's spirit guide, most definitely. But that's probably why the two of you are connecting right now so much energetically and through sign synchronicities, because you both are kind of helping each other, supporting, guiding each other through whatever kind of inner work phase the two of you are in right now. Yeah, you're really motivating each other, inspiring each other to keep going. Like, as you kind of like have to be selfish right now to do the kind of work that you're doing. Yeah. But you're both in it. That's surprising. Interesting. Okay, so what are some of the thoughts that he's having right now of you that he wouldn't mind telling you and letting you know? 8 of Snow. So 8 of Swords. Stuck. Yeah, I feel like he's doing his inner work and he's doing it diligently, but I feel like he's stuck. Like, I feel like he's towards the end of this whatever inner work that he's doing, this cycle of inner work. He's at the end of it, but he's kind of stuck as to what he should be doing now, what's next. I'm getting it's like very obvious to him what he needs to do, usually, but right now, like, he wouldn't mind having a friend that he could talk to. You two are definitely soul family, soul mates. There's a deep tie, soul tie between the two of you. So he's like, I wouldn't mind talking to Pile 4 right now, just because, like, I'm almost at the end of this, but I just don't know what that little bit left to do is, what I'm supposed to do. I bet Pile 4 would know. Synchronicity. Ooh, in reverse. The Moon's Moment. Funny enough, every time he thinks of that, like every time he thinks about like reaching out to you and asking you your opinion on something or your thoughts, your advice, he gets it. He gets it like moments later, you know? And it's different than when he asks his guides, his spirit guides, or his higher self, or the universe, or whatever higher power, the angels, ascended master, whatever. It's different when he asks your energy, your higher self, versus all these other energies. Interesting. So pile 4, this could be a good mirror for you too, a good mirror exercise. If you've been asking for signs, synchronicities, messages, advice from your person's higher self too much, this could be a sign to ask other energies around you, ancestors, spirit guides, your entourage, your whatever angels or ascended masters or higher powers that you resonate with. Nature spirits, yeah. Being spirit animals. Everything has an energy, You got to be careful if you don't know what you're doing, but if something is like of a positive energy, you can feel it, like the spirit of the river or something. If you don't know, figure it out. But you can ask a lot of different energies, Yeah. Grandfather time. That's how I refer to time, and I visualize it as like an energy, as like an actual grandfather energy. But like, and grandfather time, like, can you help me out with this? A lot of times, like, what's it called? Like divine mother energy or divine father energy. And the divine mother energy for me like encompasses like all the female deities, all the goddesses in one energy, all the female spirit energies of that higher light energy. A lot of times I ask, my divine mother energy, divine father energy for advice sometimes, or guidance, because it's a different type of energy when you ask like specific energies, right? So like, and if you haven't been asking, if you haven't even thought about this person or even asked them to connect with you in this way in a long time, it might be a good time to see what their higher self has to say. Interesting. I just got like tons of downloads in this reading. This one, and then there's another one that I got a lot of personal stuff with, which I know is happening for a lot of light workers and probably the Twin Flame Collective. So those collective I'm forever connected to. So like I'll get messages for those energies a lot. Okay, so bonus question for you, beautiful pile 4. What does your guidance have to say? Let's see if we get confirmation. 2 of Pentacles. They're tired. They're tired of you always asking them or always asking the same energy. Mix it up a little bit is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that new things are coming into your life and it's going to be a period of adjustment. I'm getting this might be happening for a month or 2. So if it's been happening for a month, then you're going to have another month of it. If it haven't started yet, the next couple of months you could expect this to happen. It can start in a month or 2, or this is something that you're just completing from 2 months ago. But I'm getting new everything, and I'm getting in the physical. So there's something new that's coming in. I'm getting at least a couple of things, if not several, new physical energies in your life. This could be people, this could be living situation, this could be health routines, daily routines, this could be other kinds of people connections, this could be financial situations, this could be anything physical. It could be a new TV, it could be a new car, it could be something, it doesn't have to be that big, it could be but something that affects you in a big way daily. It could be like a new dental hygiene routine or something like that, a new workout or new diet, or maybe you shifted your living room furniture around or something. It's something that you have to like adjust to, and people might not think that these are seemingly like big things, but they are. For example, if you have like bedding and you got a comforter and like your comforter used to be one color and now it's like a different color, like that affects your energy too. And people don't, I think about these things as much. I know my viewers that I connect with, because you're all my, kindred souls. might think about that a little bit more often. And pile 4 in general is usually the more highly spiritual pile. But I do feel like, yeah, there's small adjustments or maybe multiple minor adjustments. Could be a couple of big things too coming in. It could be a mix of these things. It's a mixed bag, you know, a couple of big things, you know, a few minor things, several, 6, 7, like tinier things that are changing in your physical environment that might take a little bit of time to adjust to. Your guidance is saying, let yourself adjust. All right, in terms of this connection, engagement, your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. How wonderful. With the Sun card here. I think that's why, like, this, like, it seems like selfish energy, but it's not. It's like, if you both love each other and you're both working so hard, why not just come into each other's lives and, you know, finalize this? But it's because with higher frequency connections, with like love between light workers, star seeds, spiritual leaders, people further along in their spiritual path, people who are working towards that higher frequency way of being and living, and romantic connections, really, really like high level soulmate level connections, you know, twin flames, divine counterparts, whatever you want to call it. You have to like really finish your work before you come into union, right? Come into like that ultimate connection, and you will in this lifetime go that all that work isn't like, the universe isn't going to be like, oh, you did all that and then now you get nothing, or you didn't get what you thought you were going to get. No, you're going to get something better than what you thought, and it's definitely going to happen in this lifetime. But it's just kind of like, when it happens, you can't have a say how it happens. It's just like, you just kind of have to like let yourself adjust. And I think that I'm getting that is why there's a lot of adjustments happening in your physical environment, because like Spirit's like, we're making a couple of big, some small adjustments in your physical life, and therefore your physical energies now, getting you ready for union. So union is starting. Physical union is already starting. So whether you're in contact with this person or not, physical union is already starting. And energetically, you already are, right? All right, beautiful pile 4. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light.